Hey guys, good morning. Decided to continue Mechanicus today. We are very close to the end of the game. Just got interrupted by other things. Good evening. $67%, huh? Still at three characters. Take care, Morn. I saw him. Happy Friday. This is Vizier Milob. This is Zargon, Milob, and Neftusk. Why there are three at the same time on this one? I'm gonna fit the one in the Neftusk. Maybe you have to defeat the other bosses for. I think we defeated one this guy. See what happens if we complete this one. What will this one update? Warm up. Can go up to even further on. Milob's guitar intelligence report analyzed. Sarcophagus location logged. Confirm probability high value target present. Milob the Royal Vizier announces just he is a cryptic and necron keeper of Arcane technologies, particularly offensive creature to defeat Mechanicus. Target solution complicated with by ponderables of Xenos technology. And that will hold you back, Prime Hermeticon. Position accurate. Fight the arrows and sling the bows on the zone. Kepler says the tomb of Milob is an abominable place. There is something about it that degrades the Skitarii station there. Hallucinations, mental aberrations, it's getting worse. Milob's influence grows as he approaches full reanimation. Target awakened probable Xenos weapon certain. Ends the curse lying in that tomb, Milob has to die. Curse concept illogical. Nevertheless, Milob's death is a principal objective for our mission. Hunt is on. So all these boss fights are always just a linear path. And they try to build up as much of awakening as possible. It's always been rigged. Hallucinations again, they are getting more and more common and more intense. Melob is trying to defend himself by breaking our spirits before we reach him. The corpse of Skitaria appears floating in midair in the chamber ahead. The dead trooper's body is perforated by several huge, ugly gauss blasts. He hovers above the ground with arms outstretched as if offering a blessing. Yeah, I can totally see it. 2 out of 3 was probably just going to increase the wake level. Disregard the hallucination entirely, it is not worth showing the cohort space to deal with it. Flowing. This could be even the most obvious thing here. Remotely activate the cohort's steam injectors to reset their sensory input and cause them to stop seeing the vision. Urge them inside to manage this vision. I think there's no good solution here. We can just pray. Yeah, they just got initiative. Cohort in tone of verse from the manual of heuristic spiritual, but the prayer has no effect on the vision's presence. One of the troopers spots the almost invisible virus holding up the dead Skitaria. This is not a vision at all, but a real corpse strung up by the Necrons for some unknown purpose. Time spent in prayer has been for nothing. Got one of these symbols ahead. Heavy graph cannon. Single target range attack. Upon hitting target turns into a circle area. Target passes through units and walls. Increases the gravitation, huh? These are interesting weapons. Gravitation weapons. Falling to the mortal threat of the enemy. Verse from Nados 5931. Broken in body can blame the bullet or the sword, but the broken in mind have all creation to curse. This guy, man, how many quotes have they written for this guy? Chamber ahead lies a Skitaria trooper lying curled up on the floor. Oh, apparently unhurt, the trooper is all but comatose and barely responds to tech priest's presence. Leave trooper B and pass on their location to the other nearby units. Wow, that's sometimes lucky. That was almost too good. More hallucinations. An enemy in front of me I can shoot, but when they get into your mind... Dozens of tiny mouths open up on the flesh one of the troopers, gibbering and cackling as they pronounce the imminent doom of every human in Silva Tenebris. Exorcism. Use a ritual and prayer to banish this corruption from the afflicted trooper. Shout down in front, gibbering in the hope the hallucination will cease. I feel like it's just gonna make it worse. Or kneel around the trooper and begin the Griffonian invocation, calling upon the Omnissiah to banish the Xenos influence. With a concerted scream, the mouths disappear as the hallucination is banished. Oh, not bad energy today. Will say saturation analysis, 94.2% chance of hallucination, necron, mind altering technology, probable hallucination intensified. The area ahead appears to exist in two realities at once, the oppressive tomb of Milob and a grotesque channel landscape of heaped up human bodies beneath clouds of carrion birds. Hey, GGK. FGJK. You see, guys, you see what I'm dealing with here? It's just best to ignore him, right? And not have to say these things out loud. Every time. The green pepper gun. Well, this one looks like it's gonna turn out bad. Stern, regardless, the science of Marshall overcome this attempt to shake the resolve. Yeah, that's fine. And this one has been pretty straightforward. The very heart of Milob's tomb is an immense sarcophagus of polished black stone covered in dense hieroglyphics. Like a vast monument to the profane knowledge of the Necrons, the baleful influence of the royal vizier weighs heavy, as if the planet's gravity suddenly increases around Milob's burial place. Have you had a target location probable coordinator? In fact, the prey will turn at the baying. New input device detected. Directly design hieroglyphic upload linguistic sample full artifact survey. Oskivola, there is no goal here save the destruction of the Xenos. Sarcophagus opens in a great dark form. Royal Wizard Milob emerges, accompanied by a wave of maddening screech data.
Did you think you could enter this place of wisdom without my knowing? I have watched you since you dared breach the orbit of our world. I have heard every footstep you made while desecrating our tombs. I have felt every injury done to our legions. The time has come for your impudence to be repaid.
This guy is almost speaking ASMR here.
These stars were ours before the first of you drew breath. They still are. And when the last of you is gone, they forever will be.
I have to go through a whole army to get to him, huh? Some, I guess. Okay. Boss music here. Some Praetorian in the way, huh? Mortal. Mortal. It's like same weapons. Look like Tesla weapon. So we do have some cogs here. Deploy everybody here.
Your manner of warfare is intriguing, but inefficient. Logged for future reference.
Some of the chats are missing the continue button, so you have to guess what it is and click on it. Just visual though. Try to take recognition now. I think I spent everything. What the hell is that madman doing there? Thanks for the cogs. Late turn. Jeremiah. Jeremiah is our physical guy. Physical guy. Support. This game like XCOM, yeah, it has a lot of similarities. Just Mechanicus versus Necrons. This wall will not go down this turn. This guy has extra energy armor. Nearly a month, so just getting reminded of some stuff here. We'll definitely extract here, huh? Then gonna put a refractor field generator. Gonna pop up Recanticle. Not a harvest, just totally balanced canticle here. Start off, pull the bar and heal everybody. Don't have to be worried about getting attacked here because there's a big wall here. Those things could crit. Well, there's some bad RNG that can happen, but we haven't experienced it so far. This only costs 1, let's get plus star damage and next attack for all the tech priests. Just wanted to leave this one and move forward. We don't really have to use the Cognition Freedom for the Power Axe. I think I should have enough to kill this one. Can't shoot because of the force field. Force will not get down until next turn. We'll just get in the bubble here. Praetorian down. It's funny because Praetorians die like this in Gladius as well. Their jump X, their jump jet ability always puts in harm's way. They're not good enough to survive all the fire that comes next. Interesting, the Immortals are stronger than the Praetorians in this one compared to Gladius. Maybe it's just design. Is there a big energy guy? Let's not underestimate this. We haven't played in a month. Who knows, this mission might be different. So we can go to the first level.
You still possess vessels of flesh, so
Hey, cookies.
so exceptionally fragile.
So these force fields are probably in the way, so you can just rush and kill the guy by using your you know, moves. Hey, shoot. It's so just constantly depleting our cogs. Okay, the barrier holds. Lay. And so again, another physical guy. We have an enhanced analytics on all of them, right? This thing is charged. It will also destroy some of his armor. It's for physical, ideal. Morals have a lot more HP. We still have the Festus Mechadent, right? Still a little bit more damage. Also a lot of health. Which is quite curious, because in Gladius they just have slightly more health than warriors. Instead of Gauss rifles, they have Tesla weapons. So, a little bit sturdier, but their weaponry is kind of worse. You can also get 2 cogs here as well. We'll get to the other side here. has the ability to perform additional attack every 3 turns. Servitors are usually just to eat shots. To get some cogs. Might survive with provocation. If he survives 2 hits, it's great. We can't ask much more than that. Radium carbine. Let's clear this one. Still didn't use those abilities, we could have just cleared with another guy. If we had that energy guy, would have deleted him. So let's see, let's scan the this guy. It's 40 health and 5 energy armor. The cogs here. Seems to be depleting our cogs every round. Just open fire here to clear this one. This is our energy damage guy. Damage dealer. Should probably pop another bubble here to avoid more damage. Our guys are built in a way that pretty much, like, you know those top elite space marines? These guys cannot even compare with us. Two physical armor and 20 health. Hey, mortals have a lot of health. Wow. That was unexpected. This guy actually has a different weapon setup. He's gonna get locked out though, but he can still do a jump. Okay, on to the next area. Getting more reinforcements. Looks like another Praetorian. This one is with the other weapon.
How did you mid-phase primates even master space?
Yeah, that's pushing it, man. Mid-phase primates, what? This guy's looking good. We're even gonna go for a hit here. Just have to get to the other side anyways. The guy can be murdered by the energy tugs though. I have a physical attacks. I didn't pick up my energy guy because he was just level 1. The Skitaria auxiliaries. So every time round ends, he depletes all cogs now. 10 health. He's our physical guy. We can charge the power axe on this guy here as well. And sending combustor is overkill. We're just dealing with the big targets here. Not really extra fighters. Still smacking with the power axe. This one is 1 damage. I'll take that as well. And let's get some more cogs here. Lastly, put up the shield. There are physical damage range guys. I think we should just move them into the bubble here. Where is this bubble here? This one here? We're still gonna have to move forward. I think we're gonna go close down on them. They have not enough movement to get to the other side. Locked him on. This one cannot get to the other side either. We still have to fight 2 Praetorians, which can just move anywhere around. So this guy has 14 health on. $14 health. Hey, what player setting is best for Lord of Crust? Seems to be player 7. Because it has the highest chance for the Suruns. And the Suruns are the most realistic thing to find there. So there'll be more Suruns in those chests. And this is what you're looking for there, Suruns to create Baruns. He's gonna deplete my cogs anyway, so might as well use the plasma here. Moving forward. Yeah, there are other guys cannot really keep up. The big priests. We don't need him to keep up. Ardus could maybe upgrade the Infestus thingy. You keep sending Praetorians across these things. Don't want to get stuck behind a force field 2 turns in a row. This one can move forward. Sword guy though. Can't even do much here because this guy's 4 physical. Oh, we still are all good. Fortunately, this guy's gonna get stuck behind a wall here. The reason why also the 7 or 8 is best is because you also get more charms, jewels, gems, gold, everything else as well. Now this is also easier to spot on the ground in Resurrected. Because it's not just the best place for runes, it's also the best place for the charms. The drop chance on those runes is so low that you might not even notice the difference between like 3, 5 or 7. Statistically, you know, on average. But the people who looked under the hood, they said you can get more Sur runes on player 7 than on lower, but you can get less bear runes. But you might spend your entire life there and never get a single bear rune. So there's that. That's Lagil, taking 50 months.
You see that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Ooh, crit! Wasn't expecting a crit here. Like, crits happen a little when you least expect them. And then only also just destroys it, you don't have to go for his repair system after.
Even insects can threaten in a swarm. That
Especially if they're all immune to physical.
I will give you. That due to insects.
All those insects, but even insects are dangerous in the Warhammer 40k universe. The clan protocol actually constantly takes all our cogs. Fortunately, this guy won't be able to get to the other side. You really have to fight through the trenches to get to this guy. Get 2 immortals because we pass a certain point. They won't be able to fire this turn though, because there's a force field. What we do here, we have to get to the other side. I need to cast Overzealous here. Cast Use. Heals everybody and fills up the cog bar. Like Incendiary Combustor on a single Praetorian might be overkill. Scan him. 3-1. Now we won't be able to get to the other side unless we use more cogs, but it's fine. It's fine. We can just use more. Let's make him with an axe and destroy his armor first. Our shields. I need to get some shields. I think we might act before these two Praetorian, these two Immortals. They're not real dangerous unless they crit us. We'll also get a charge on the Incendiary Combustor as well. Might not be safe to fire in that area though. That's the big gun from the Castellan robot. Just stay here now. Also give everybody armor. Guys are stuck behind a force field. And the servitor has been feeding us nice cognition now. Shame that guy always just clears it. Let's see what this guy has. Oh, he's vulnerable to energy attacks. Let's charge the weapons. Do with a plasma. Not safe to fire here. He's trying to repair now in a few turns, so we need to finish him off. We're the servitor, we the good guys here. Right? I want to get in a good spot here. We have refractive fuel generators available. Going back for that guy. And why this guy has this weapon up and this weapon down? Might be missing some augment stuff. Let's see.
You die here for secrets you could not even comprehend.
Beyond our comprehension. He started moving. We have him in range. Oh, that poor Necron. Should have never woken up. God damn, they are in range. I'm gonna cook everybody here. Will we take damage if we're inside a bubble? Absorb 10 damage to allies in range for 1 round, but it'll set them on fire. We'll set them on fire. We don't want that. I guess I'll just power axe their lord. I got 2 more immortals because we passed a certain point. Oh, that is a little bit awkward. So actually immortals, it's Praetorians. Still gonna smack him. There's a canticle for the blessings of Messiah. Fire the big gun. We'll be burning and taking acid damage at the same time. The refractive fuel generator up as well. Bit too many of them right now, but should be fine. Shield absorb 2 attacks here. One got burned by the combustor. Open the fire with the plasma here. This one could crit. This one is still holding. Clear this. Yeah, bloom calls. Now he rolls the critical. Still saves him some time here. I have to move here now. I don't really care about that guy. Just a peasant. Just a peasant. Yeah, it's burning out.
Mindless tragedy, infinite shame. All I have collected in the hands of these animals.
Hey, Dr. Rector. We have a machine's spirit charging that insane combustor. This will fuck up his armor as well. Doesn't do much for us right now. I damaged that one, I'm not even a crit. Not even a crit. End of this round, the awake level will increase. Might as well. I'm gonna need it for anything else. I hope the fight just ends here. What about the rest of the Necrons in the fight? We're still in the fight.
Mindless tragedy, infinite shame. All I have collected in the hands of these animals.
Wheel of Falls, his Archinecron warrior spraying sparks and waves of radiation. His war form fractures and he collapses to the tomb floor in front of his sarcophagus. The hallucinogenic All over the tomb of Milo finally lifts, and the vizier of Silver Nebus is no more. Could have been the easiest, second easiest boss fight, just a long fight. While Vizier is dead, already his tomb becomes less hostile to our forces. Location evidence tomb of Milo concept overflow interrupt data volumes undefended, high perfect eminently suitable for intelligence acquisition. Taking under advisement, Tech Inquisitor. Magus, the corruption of this tomb must not spread further. Malatian commentaries, chapter 94, we fight the foe's battle for him, and we take his words into our hearts. Logic dictates consolidation of our victories and a strengthening of the Skitaria hold on the tomb of Milob. Other considerations are secondary. Capritrix continue gathering intelligence on high-value targets. Milob not the last. War has fallen, the hounds are at rest, there will come another hunt. Okay. We got 3% here. Let's start to level 3 now. There's a 47-minute in that battle. Holy fuck. Next attack will deal +12 damage, Canticle of the Soul. Iron Soul. We're at level 3 now. There's still several ship technologies here now. Because depending how you complete the missions, that's how gonna be unlocked. The only characters that haven't been unlocked are the ones that where we have to take damage, but play too effectively to take any damage. So we're to level 3. There's more damage and more HP. I want to check something here. A plasma caliber and a phosphor blast pistol. Physical guy. It's weird how they equip from left to the right and then different up down here. Overrun is the most effective one, but not the big one. Big one. Because we use more than one. This one seems to be the best option, honestly. This guy actually doesn't mind. He has plenty of augments. He doesn't use melee weapons due to rites of change in Dominus class. The problem with this one is cost 4, so you can't just keep firing it. And then the machine spirit also gets weaker. The regular one is better because we have the regular one, the one before you on the other guys as well. So it works better. Just wanted to be him being in different order here. It's also the thing. That alien one with acid is Xenorite Macrostabria. Had a bunch of single targets, so we get one fire with a big weapon. Wonder if they release Mechanicus and Gladius, are we gonna get units equipped most of these weapons? Look, like we're familiar with Tech Priest Engineers, and we are familiar with Castellan Robot, but other than that, no, that's it. Everything there is there. Oh, Admech could probably be the best, one of the best new factions of Gladius. Admech, Adeptus Mechanicus. So there's another thing here as well I need to change. There's 4 left. But how we set him to work, he can only equip other stuff. As he put the higher, these ones will be able to. Well, I'm gonna have to actually have it cost. There's basically free damage like this. You're building a team, you don't try to get one guy to do everything. So you have to create your team versatile that is a combination of things between the whole team. There's no one guy in this team. You don't try to give one guy all the best shit and the other guys won't be able to do anything because they don't have any cogs. You have to balance it out. It's still more than enough to make all the guys very strong. Like this guy is lacking augment capacity. That's why he's did not get some other stuff. Nardus. Basically specializing from Tex Auxilium. Combination of energy and physical on this guy. We're going for Explorator on this guy further. Machine Spirit attack deal plus 2 damage, that's good, because this weapon will charge eventually. And we can upgrade the tool. Are they humans? Yes and no. They're a branch of the Imperium, called Mechanicus, Adeptus Mechanicus. Machine cult of the Imperium. I wish this was sorted a little bit better in order of the same item on the higher tier. This is a little bit messy like this. Like refractor fulgent, the first one is here, and the second one is here, and then the third one is here. Why are not all three in order? I have to look for them. They sometimes have a very similar icon, and they're different things. This could be sorted way better. Looking for the infest and making try the third one. What's the icon look like? It's like some more advanced though. This is the second one and this is the third one. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Why is this one here? Why is this one here? And why is this one here? Why are they not just all in the same order? Why can't you just, you know, scroll the list? But this is a mess. A mess for sure. It should be just in the order. 1, 2, 3 from the same item, then the next item, 1, 2, 3, and the next item. Because they're in different tiers and they're just pretty much the same item. Just they require more augments to equip. And the icons could be similar. This is probably, you know, a thing, you know, that kind of like, I guess, like a little oversight. This it's a pretty good game, Imda. Pretty good game, but you know, there could be definitely a little bit more polish and quality of life. But this is a pretty good game. Just you know, just a comment here. The game is pretty good. Might even have some replay value with customizable difficulty. Thing to consider for the future. Short break, boys. In a bit. Okay, we're back. We have a food break in about an hour. Some fried chicken and potato salad. Okay. So there's still a bunch of missions here that can unlock stuff we haven't seen. Some of these missions feel very samey. There's definitely some interesting weapons to unlock. You have a tech priest build you are really happy about one that stands out. Well, the game is seriously imbalanced because the tech priest can have different disciplines together, and then there's no limit how you can explore it. You know, every side has something useful, but the Tex Auxilium seems to be one that dominates the most because of free canticles. But it's really a combination of things that's what makes them really overpowered. So the one that I feel like it's the most useful, it's the Tex Auxilium. You literally become invulnerable with master refractors and shit, and cast extra canticles, armor damage. So yeah, big attacks, cheaper. But it's also a combination of things, you know. You can give everybody escape as well, everybody more range. I'm curious how the game would be if we customize the difficulty, where the tech priest cannot go outside one discipline. As actually probably should have been done in the first place. This is a little bit overpowered. The fact they can get such high rank as well. So it's kind of like a weird design when you can turn them like this. It's fun for sure. It's fun for sure, but the balancing doesn't have any existable in the game. So the fact one tech priest can go to such a high rank like 17 is kind of busted. I might consider replaying this game in the future, Ankev, and customizing difficulty to be a little bit more balanced, to see how more difficult the game is. You also have to consider the game is kind of pushing you towards this as well, so it might be interesting to see. You know, you can customize difficulty in this game. You can prevent your tech priest from specializing more than one, and I think only this would create a lot of balance in the game. I had to approach some encounters differently. If you increase the difficulty even on top of customized difficulty, there's definitely ways to customize it. There's definitely ways to customize it, and I wish more games had options like this. So we might explore this in the future. There's definitely some replay value here, just, you know, have to go into the custom difficulty options before you start the game, right? Like, you can see difficulty settings here. Let me just save it so it doesn't, nothing gets messed up. So you can see difficulty settings here. You can increase the difficulty here as well. You can customize these things. There's actually quite a bit of customization here. So for example, you could cripple yourself in one areas, and then you could make the game a little bit slower to unlock more stuff and customize these guys, you know, more effectively. For example, you see, like you could like lower these things, for example, and then you cripple yourself in other things, make the enemy stronger, more dangerous. Discipline tree unlock method. I'm not sure what does discipline or random mean, but you can see there's customizations here. So yeah, this can be quite absurd setting as well. Just a couple of changes here could make the game way more difficult. So there are definitely options to customize it. So just have to fight two of them now, huh? I haven't seen the Grand Architect. I guess they must go together. We completed this one here. I haven't seen this one. So each one is specialized one thing, and they can unlock some stuff as well. I think this is the final mission. It still gets a couple of upgrades for the guys. You know, how the things unlock at random, which also adds a little bit to replay value as well. Let's continue with the boss fights here. I mean, doing the secret mission and unlocking the Binaric Harvest is already quite overpowered. You can also limit the canticles as well, to have less canticles, not 3. This canticles on top of everything in the normal setting is way over the top. We could have also unlocked 3 more priests as well. And we could have also specialized them with other stuff. This could have probably increased another 20%. We could cut on the resources to have them also just restore cogs, to use more cogs as well. Vistian's 922, knowledge will ever be a blessing and a curse. We have uncovered the tomb of this world's overlord, and it will soon be awake. It seems there is but one course of action open to us. Wasn't I fighting this guy already in a different mission? Have first chance. Haste equals no, like to the Dogmatis, Tomb of Zargon equals plus potential dot. Now, if Vidix is right, I return equal parts of nation and horror at the knowledge overlord Zargon lies 10. If there is anything I have learned at the altar of the Messiah, it is that his Xenos must die. Yola says statement acceptance if that is your will, Magus. My will does not matter, it is the will of the Messiah. So this one with the monitor, one of the monitors kind of moved a bit. No longer aligned. How did that happen? I have 2 identical monitors, and the funny thing is, when they're both all the way to the bottom, one of the monitors is like 4 millimeters off to the left one. And they are identical monitors. And the other one does want to go down. And another thing is the left monitor shakes more when I do anything really on the table than the right one. They're identical monitors. Not very ideal. They went with the fancy stands instead of, you know, practical and quality stands. Okay, sorry again. I have them positioned in that almost looks like one massive white screen. Okay. It almost looks like the stand on the other one is about a couple of millimeters off. Maybe you have to screw it at a different angle. Maybe my table is not flat. Well, it wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be like this. Because one can go down on the stand further than the other one. So how do you explain that then? It's nearly half a centimeters off on the stand setting, and they are at the same angle. So it almost tells me that some of these parts of these monitors are not factory made, but they might be handmade, which means they're not all the same. Might be with these expensive monitors, or maybe just you know, thing in the factory that got messed up. You know how it sits in the stands, and the stands just can move in different angles, so you have it positioned differently. Well, it seems like the left one is a few millimeters off in what direction you can move. Has a kind of weird setup with this, which means you can buy 10 of these monitors, and all 10 could move in different position, or end up in a different position at the bottom and the top. The shaking thing, yeah, this could be related to the desk. The right monitor is a little bit more stable, while the left one shakes a bit more. Even if I just type on the keyboard, the right side seems to be shaking a bit. But this also due to the stand not being very practical. It's more like aesthetic. If the stand was a little bit heavier, I think it would be way better. Just a little bit heavier. That's just what I think. But the monitors are quality, it's just the stand and this position. You would notice a thing if you had only one of them. But if you have two of them, you can notice the difference, and they're supposed to be the same. Zaragon is the cuddliest Magus stirred in his sleep, so the Necrons began to wake. Now he has risen, every Necron on his damn planet is climbing out of his sarcophagus. That is why it has to be done now. I think it's because the stand is that slider thingy, which can easily be off by a couple of millimeters. I don't think they can design two of them that will be exactly the same, because it's an aesthetic thing. So the one is off by a couple of millimeters. My table doesn't shake at all. It's very firm. So it's not a table. I think it's the weight of the stand that's the issue here. And then at what angle the monitors are put on the stand. That way with the aesthetic thing. Like of all the monitors that I've seen and all the things, I only seen like the Samsung have the perfect one. On one was the TVs I had. The way it sits in the stand, it's almost like they have the best system. It's not a very aesthetic one, and the stand is very heavy. But that's how we go. Practicality over aesthetics. Well, these have really light stands, and the monitor's weight is supporting the stand as well. The way it fits into the stand. So monitor uses its own weight to go into the as well. And instead of having a very heavy stand. Maybe it's a combination of aesthetics and saving material costs. Like I have the TV in that other room, 32-inch Samsung TV. The stand in where it's the screen is fit is a couple of kilos heavy. Well, these are very light stands. I don't think even it's in a kilo. A little over 2 pounds. I will target profile fragmentary, oral Zargon capabilities unknown, animation probable, Xenos weaponry probable, extreme combat capability probable. Kept Zargon to be more than the equal of anything we have faced on this world, but it would be the gravest dereliction of my duty if we left this world with the Overlord alive. One solution calculated speed, fury, fate, code, variant, omega. Inator. All Musketeer can do to keep the foothold in this tomb. We can get your cohort inside, but that's it. Will Mars is with us, that is all we'll need. Once hunger, the spear yearns, the hunt is on. Moment number 28. See what kind of awakening level we're gonna get here.
Every moment I learn more about you, the more I understand how to hate. This rage, this disgust that you feel at everything different from yourselves. That is what I feel for you. What quality, what virtue do your kind have that makes you deserving of anything but extinction?
Either something Android or a shitty OS they have. This Samsung TV is 10 years old nearly. It's one generation before smart TVs. In the other room we have the 2 generations later, and I don't think it's Android, I think it's something else on it. But one has Wi-Fi, connect to YouTube and shit like this, while the other one is just a year before that one. Before they started making this series. Well, on the other one, in the other room, you basically just add the application you want to use. Like, there is no HBO on the list, you just add HBO and log in. Or Twitch or YouTube. So you just add the application. I think the first one is from the model from 2011, and the other one is the model from 2014. They're pretty much the same TV, just one is just better here. Is 4K Mechanicus melee with chaos? Of course not. I guess the fallen ones, the traitor ones, are the chaos. Words of Lord Zargon transmit to every soul in and around his tomb intrusive thoughts that seem to originate from the thinker's own brain. Resilience in the face of constant threats of extinction.
How can you understand your own extinction when you are as children with barely a few thousand years of starfaring to your name? You cannot comprehend the threats that bear down on you even now. When your light is snuffed out, it will be as if you never existed.
Everybody taking 2 damage. No big deal. The image of Overlord Zargon looms huge in the noosphere, as if his physical form has a corresponding information halo that infects the very information in the air. Dread and disorientation, this causes threatens to degrade the cohort's battlefield effectiveness. So it looks like a bunch of bad RNG ahead of us. This could increase the awake level. Well, both of these TVs were 32-inch and they costed over 400 euro both. Xenos. The one in 2011 cost about 400 euro, maybe 380, 390, and this one costed over 400 euro in 2014. They are 32-inch. I guess you get a bigger screen but less stuff with it for lower price. Went with the 32-inch because it bigger one doesn't fit. 32 was just perfect. +3. When gives him the tomb, Zargon reaches a crescendo in this chamber where the walls are encrusted with statues of Necron Lords, with eyes glowing with some inner power. Concentric rings of hieroglyphics all cover the floor. Can you just add the application into the list of applications, Xenos? It's like my sister-in-law been telling me that their player on the TV can't read subtitles. Then I go check that for a minute myself, and you can just click with 3 buttons to get subtitles on. And then again, because you know, she wants the subtitles in the video, not have to click 3 more buttons to unlock them. So you can't, it's just a Windows thing then? PC thing? Well, can't you use your phone to send the thing to work on your TV? Send the thing to work on your TV. How's that called? I don't know. Oh, this seems like a bad idea no matter what.
Such fatal curiosity, like ignorant animals peeking through the lair of a predator. Of all your failings, it is this that will kill you.
Another +3. I'm not clicking this shit, fuck off. Got a 3 on.
Such precocious ambition for such a young and insignificant race. Like insects with pretensions to build palaces from dirt. What do you think you will do with your weak, fleshly bodies and your fanatical devotion to gods that never were? What do you imagine you will make of this galaxy?
Voice all Zargon booms from every vox cast and come link in the tomb, creating a deafening crescendo that is nonetheless understood and clear. They will exterminate all Xenos and rule as the sole lords of the galaxy.
There are powers in these stars you have no knowledge of. There are enemies even now that threaten to consume your species whole. And yet we have watched empires rise and fall and ended all those who stood against us. The galaxy will not be yours. The galaxy will not even remember you.
Okay, the dude talks way too slow. Well, that's the one way to inflate the play hours in the game. It makes the boss dudes talk slow and have extra odds. Another 2 damage to everybody. At least the initiative's not fucked. You feel the magus and wholeness of this place, the corruptive heart of Silver Tenebris. Analysis interrupt, nuclear infection, corruption, condemnation, speculation, hatred in humanity given form. In other words, enough in all the scripture I have stored to prepare us for this. High value target confirmed.
Magos Fastis, I see you do not come in person. No matter, when your pawns are dead, I shall deal with you next. Nothing is beyond my reach, certainly not you.
All Zergon, yours shall be the fate of all Xenos, extinction at the hands of the species you underestimated. You have tried to break our spirit, but you failed. Now it is our turn.
I will show you what it means to know fear and stare your annihilation in the eye.
And we will show you what happens when you cross swords with humankind. What kind of gimmicks will be in this battle? I haven't seen that form Necron Lord. Grand Architect Neftusk. Pillars are doing something. We're a small troop, we have no cogs to deploy them. So we had to deal with an extra boss because we didn't unlock this boss mission. But we cleared all the other stuff. This thing has 30 health. Most of my 30 health is actually quite a bit on how many of them are. Looks like this will trigger something. Looks like I'm not sure I'm gonna leave these things to, you know, channel into him. We should probably destroy them. Holy shit, 15-15. I guess these things might give him armor, huh? Hello, Rantis. It says a bit of time passes, yeah. Well, yeah, that's intentional. It's, you know, part of the how the game was designed. On normal, it's don't really be stressed about it. It's just some silly combinations. And once you complete the normal, you get the knowledge of the game, so you can play on a higher difficulty, customized difficulty that you know, you can work around it. Come on, roll 11. I guess you might not need to destroy this if it might be giving him armor. That's what my guess is. It's giving him armor. But these things don't explode.
What right have you to tread this planet? It was ours before you crawled from the swamps of your home world.
Oh, that guy has movement. There's currently 15 armor and 15, both 15 armor, so I guess it's those pillars that are giving him armor. Looks like it's just out of range, huh? Well, let's find out. Read down. takes damage. Interesting now. The pillars are gonna destroy him. Let's also ignore armor, but I have a canticle that ignores armor as well. That guy does seem to have quite a bit of movement. See, I'm not supposed to shoot him without some armor penetration. I'll kill armor penetration thing for the guy. Guess I didn't get too close enough to this one. Get here, effective full generator up.
I see the architecture of fate. I see your deaths written in stone. All the galaxy is laid out before us, and in it, your species has no place.
They equipped the king said last night? No, I'm level 71. That's an impressive movement. This is a melee guy, huh? Guess you don't want to get hit. Take another 10 damage on him. Just in case somebody comes out. Nice boss. Well, there are no odds in this fight, it's just bosses. Damn, that's a weapon.
Your fate was decided thousands of years ago, yet still you find what fury there is in your ignorance.
I see. He's gonna be acting again. What if he rolls a crit there? It would be pretty bad.
Is this how you hope to destroy us, Arstinius? With tricks and trinkets?
Is it me or he has 2 attacks per turn? Let's charge this at least. I think he can do massive damage unless he crits. So he'll be jumping around. Sorry guys to interrupt, but I need to go AFK for a bit. Might be 10 minutes. Hear the music. Sorry guys for the interruption, we're back. This guy here, huh? 83 health. We have one more heal here. Thanks, Alan. He doesn't have any armor, it's a little bit weird. Plenty of this stuff around. Don't have enough for that one. Gonna protect the squad with Fractor. We can still get aggro on him. It looks like he acts at the start and the end of the turn.
I only hope there are a few of you left when we are finished with your galaxy. I will keep you as pets, as a reminder of the absurdity of
A Spezza. He does have some cleave with that weapon. I guess it's no surprise. Looks like there's no other enemies here, just this guy.
If you only comprehended the full majesty of this galaxy, it would destroy your minds with its magnitude. Only we can understand.
Only we can understand, uh-huh. Let's heal, do some, get some cogs. I'm just out of range for this one. Does this mean if it's gonna burn, it's going to be, this weapon cannot be really used like this. I found a letter just now in Witcher 3 where someone called another person a stupid git. Set him on fire. Now without armor, it's just like taking some massive damage here. Charge weapons. Cogs. Some damage. Smack him. Might have something here on. What's in this spot? It's weird. Can target him in the spot.
What an honor it is to be the first to die by my hand. An honor you will never understand.
Let's show him the power X. Was it achievement impatient destruction? Defeats Zergon before the final countdown. I guess if you reach 100%, you have to fight him. Oral Zargon collapses, raw data spilling from his ruptured war form, information howl that goes up from the tombs of Silicon Abyss and an awful death wail of utter abandonment. Many reports from the planet are mentioning Necron squads are locking down into guard protocols that make little strategic sense. It appears they are not able to think on their own. Zargon and his lords must have been delegating orders all this time. These done, brothers, the threat has been ascertained and neutralized. My neurovolts overflow with relief and exultation. Mission complete. The Trons of Mars, I never thought I would witness such a thing. The scriptures were true. There are horrors in this galaxy that only fate and steel can overcome. And that we should be grateful we should never fully understand. Taking this agreement, there will be plus others like Zargon, possibly equal worse. Clean every datum equal, never be unprepared again. Now, if our work on this planet is done, the Adeptus Mechanicus can decide what is to be done with Silicon Abyss now. We should return to Mars or wish to rest. Rest and pray, Magus. Houseboss studied other coward secrets still to be uncovered. Imperative, always turn, always seek, never rest. Medicine for the future. These are for the future. For now, let us return. Prep the Castus Metallicon for warp transit. Consecrate the dead. Comfort the wounded, and leave this accursed world. This is like the final mission.
The overlord of Silver Tenebris has fallen. The threat to the Imperium dies with it, if indeed it was ever truly alive. My cogitators whir with exultation. My emotional containment overflows, and I register true savage joy for the first time on this mission. With the loss of their guiding intelligence, the Necrons revert to basic defense protocols, making them easy prey. Videx curses that Silver Tenebris and its Xenos works are left intact. He promises to voice his disgust to the Archmagi of Metallica. Scaevola laments that I did not permit her to loot the Necron libraries for their forbidden secrets, and plans a pilgrimage to Mars to consult with the secret masters of her order. I indulge neither of them, for it is not my place to decide. Perhaps Silver Tenebris will fall into decay and obscurity, or perhaps another will come to destroy or plunder what we left behind. This choice I leave to time, to fate, and to the will of the Omnissiah.
That's it, boys. That was the final mission. So Adeptus Mechanicus voiced only 2 different people. I guess because they use the some kind of software to create different levels. But there's an option to side with either Squall or Wilix if you do enough missions for them. We haven't had this option. The missions are optional in what line you're gonna go for. I guess more things get unlocked depending which one you choose. So what happens if you get the 100% before this mission? Does anybody knows? Are you forced to do the final mission after if you reach 100%? I would think this thing augment update was something else was there. You don't know? Because there was some kind of achievement that said hold on. There was an achievement that said Impatient Destruction. Defeat Zergon before the final countdown. So there is a final countdown, I guess, towards the end. We were at 70%, so I guess we were not close to that. So there's something called final countdown. What was this augment update they mentioned there? There's still a heretic. What is this augment update? Warhammer from Mechanicus augment update. Was this always here? I'm not sure. Check YouTube odds. Just one second, guys. No, it was always there. It was always there. Just I forgot about it. This game does have some kind of DLC/expansion. It's called Heretic. Heretic is the expansion to critically acclaimed tactical turn-based Warhammer 40k 40,000 Mechanicus, opening a whole new plot line. Heretic exposes the dark underbelly of the Adeptus Mechanicus faction like never before. Brand new narrative events have been handcrafted once again by Ben Counter, allowing players to encounter what has brought civil unrest to Cestus Metallicum during its campaign at Silva Tenebris. Taken finally familiar foes, a cohort of heretic tech priests changed their beliefs and forsaken the name of Omnissiah. Can Magus Dominus Faustinius managed both an assault on the Necrons while being corrupted from within. New discipline to utilize unlock the Xenorite. Or the Xenorite discipline. 5 new missions. New weapons. 2 new troops. I haven't even unlocked all the troops. Looked like almost like it's a combination of almost like it has Necron technology on him. There's an expansion to it as well. What happens if we press continue? Send us into the final battle. So you cannot continue your game if you start the last mission. So it's autosave against Zergon was the last thing. Let's see. I do have this save just before we start this mission as well. We have Zergon 70%. Is this the final countdown, like when you get this part here? There's still missions here. Unlock some stuff as well. All these missions seem to have been starting to be on the same maps as well. I think we've seen most of them. That was the last mission for Captrix. We did complete all the missions for this guy, but we haven't completed all the missions for these guys. I guess this is all optional. What are the even achievements say regarding this? Is there even mentioning these things? That was definitely a good man of the month, yeah. There's an achievement to get 6 tech priests. Unlock some Castellan robot. Side with Sirex, side with Scavola. Sterile perfection, mother of Xenorites. There's also other stuff. There's a melee only AoE. There's actually quite a bit of also other achievements. Anyways, boys, it's gonna be it for now with Mechanicus. We'll switch to Diablo 2 Resurrected. We might be playing this game some more at some other point. It was pretty good. Good. Yeah, in a bit.